In today's video, I'm going to go over lateral ankle sprains or sprains on the outside of the ankle. Now, these are graded as a 1, 2, or 3, with 1 being more mild, 3 being more severe. And we all know this type of movement when our foot turns in and we kind of roll over on it or roll your ankle. This kind of a kind of an injury. And so I'm going to show you a few things that you can do at home to start rehabbing back and get movement restored back to the foot and ankle. The first exercise we're going to do is just patting your foot up and down. So we're going to say this is my right foot and ankle that has the issue here, and I've had that sprain on the outside there. So I'm just going to work on going back and forth just like I'm pressing a gas pedal. And then I'm going to make circles. I'm going to go in clockwise and then counterclockwise, just going both ways. Doesn't have to be perfect, just whatever you have that you can move into. And I just repeat that throughout the day whenever you think about it. Now we're going to do some of these resisted exercises using a band. Now for me, I like to get the ankle and foot moving as fast as possible, especially under low tensile loads, so low progression of loads and progress out, because I feel like that supports the healing process rather than just be passive and just continue to prop it up in ice and stay off of it, etc. So as soon as I can get my patients to loading that tissue and putting under stress, the better. Now, I'm just going to put this around both of my feet here. So I've got one of these bands. So I have the band here. What I'm going to do is I'm working on pulling my legs apart, and at the same time I'm kind of trying to pull my feet, or what's called evert my feet out. There's not a lot of range of motion there, so if anything else, as long as you're pulling those apart, you're having to keep your feet at least flat and not let them turn in. So at least if they're flat, we're working these muscles on the outsides of our lower leg that goes into the foot and ankle. So I would just do that for 10 to 15 repetitions for 2 to 3 sets, 1 to 2 times a day. So now what we're going to do, we're going to advance this to single leg standing. So I'm going to stand on my right leg. We're going to say this is the affected leg. I'm going to hold on, and I'm going to hold this maybe for 30 seconds, just on a flat surface. Just work on standing there statically and holding this. And then I'm going to incorporate some of these repetitions like this where I close my eyes. So I'm going to close my eyes and do the same thing while I'm holding on. And then we're going to advance that. What you can do is you can take a towel, right? So you can take a towel or a blanket, put it on the floor, fold it over, and now I'm going to stand on that and do the same thing and hold on. 1 foot. And then I'm going to progress that to not holding on. And then I'm going to not hold on and close my eyes. And that progression, you just kind of have to see how you feel. Obviously, you don't want to lose your balance and fall over. That progression may go over a week, maybe even 2 weeks, but again, that depends on the severity of the sprain and then just how fast you're recovering. So that's an easy way to really advance that movement. You can use one of these pads if they can be a little pricey. Some of these are pretty inexpensive. It just depends. And you can use a foam pad to do the same thing. But again, for a lot of people, just fold up a towel, use a towel, and that works really well. The last thing we're going to do is some forward lunges, or what I call partial lunges. So again, we're going to say it's my right foot. I'm going to come forwards, lean out a little bit so that my knee bends out over my toes. I'm going to hold that, and then I'm going to come right back and step back. I'm going to go forwards, lean in, I'll hold that, maybe 5-10 seconds just to really work on that motor control stability of the foot and ankle, and then I come back. Again, I'm not going down deep. This is just a slight bend in the knee, just transferring the weight over, control it, and come back. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope this video helps improve your range of motion, your strength, and stability as you recover from an ankle sprain. Thanks so much.